Yes, no, we're just listening, all banging our heads. You're listening live from Copenhagen to BBC Radio 2 Eurovision. Thanks very much indeed. It's brand new. If you're listening, you're quite adventurous and probably just a little bit mad, but that's absolutely fine. Now, let's welcome one of this year's favourites. He's András from Hungary. Hello, András.
Hello, hello.
Do you like listening to ABBA with us?
Of course. We were all bopping our heads here.
We were, weren't we?
Yes.
Who's this very handsome gentleman you brought with you?
It's my brother. No, it's my father. My father, Fernando Saunders.
Yeah.
Hello, Fernando.
How are you doing?
Very well. Just
Yeah.
come a bit closer to
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I thought you were going to play the Fernando song.
We are. Did you like listening to ABBA there with us? Is it a song that you was part of your life? I mean, how old are you? Tell us.
But I like Fernando, the song Fernando. That's how I know ABBA. But they did a big thing on Broadway in New York City. You know, we really loved them.
And your son is on the Eurovision stage.
Yeah, but now it's him. Yeah.
How are you finding it? It's a bubble. It's a double bubble because it's a bubble on an island.
Well, I'm kind of sad that it ends today, but I try telling myself if I give it my best and show Europe and everybody what I can do, it might not be the end. It might just be the beginning of what I always dreamed of.
It's funny because to use the Eurovision stage like that is what ABBA did. They needed to let the world know that they weren't singing Swedish folk, they were singing pop, and they used Eurovision. Now in Britain we get obsessed with whether or not it's cool, whether or not it is the right stage. Now are you convinced it can take your career, or could it sink your career?
I think it's up to me. I don't think it'll sink my career. I wouldn't think that's a little harsh. But actually from reading all the mail I've gotten from people across the world, they really appreciate my song and the message that it comes along with.
So ABBA found it a springboard 40 years ago. Are you treating it like that for you now? It's András's moment.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen tonight, I hope.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's why I'm here. I think it's a good time, and he really been working on this really hard.
When I spoke to Molly's dad earlier, when you're the dad of a man who's being seen by 100 million people, who are saying things about how he looks, about how he sounds, do you get nervous, do you get proud, do you cry, do you run away, do you drink, what do you do?
Well, none of those, because I'm a musician as well, so I just see through my eyes and give him what I had, and you know, wish him the best.
You're very proud.
Yeah.
One thing is, this is a very unusual lyric. You are appearing between a whistling Swede and a sort of Maltese Mumford and Sons who are coming back here, I'm told. But yours is a song about domestic violence. It's about a childhood friend of yours. I mean, it's extraordinarily strong. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, like I always say that the beautiful thing about music is that there are no boundaries or rules to the way one expresses themselves through music. And not every song has to be about love and heartbreak and stuff like that. Yeah, so I wrote about something a little bit more serious, domestic violence and child abuse, and it's based on a true story about a childhood friend of mine and so a few people that I've came across growing up that unfortunately went through this. So I feel, you know, couples out there have their little love songs, and why can't people who unfortunately went through this have a song too?
Fernando, I mean, you're proud because you're his dad. This is brave. This is brave to take this song to Eurovision. It's a strong subject to listen to.
I'm really proud of him that he went that direction, because I'm kind of like this in this world too, from my family background. And I think it's going to draw a lot of attention, and it draws a lot of attention to Eurovision to offer something like this to the public, because people need to hear this.
Yeah, I mean, my first memories of watching as a child. I think many of us, if you're listening at home, you've been sharing stories with us about things you remember when you were 5, when you were 10. And this could be said to let young children know that there are boundaries, and if they are broken, you must report them.
Yeah,
you could be raising this for the first time in some parts of Europe.
In most cases, the problem is usually that children are afraid to ask for help. They're afraid that if they say something, then there will be more problems.
So this is your song, and also you're one of the favourites. Let me ask you who else you like, and then we'll bid goodbye to you, and we'll be playing your song for the first time on UK radio in just a few moments. But who else do you like?
Well, there's a lot of songs that I like. There's no such a thing as a good or a bad song. Everybody has different tastes, but
There are some pretty bad songs. There are some pretty bad songs sometimes. You can pick.
Well, what's bad to you might be perfect to someone else.
That's very philosophical. We just say, you know what, that's bad. That's bad. What do you like?
Well, I like songs and voices with character.
So who's got what? Who's got that in Eurovision? Is he always this slippery? It must be quite hard getting an answer out of him. You coming down? It's breakfast. Well, you know breakfast can be served between 6 and 10.
Well, I guess he's trying to be fair.
No, I don't want to answer this question because it's not up to me. It's up to the viewers and the judges. So
okay.
we'll let the people.
But you do like Miles Davis, you know.
You like voices of character. You like songs that are true.
No, because I don't think singing is about how high of a note you can hit. It's if when I'm listening to, if I can actually feel what you're singing about.
What a great way to end. Andres, thank you very much for coming. Lovely to meet you. Fernando, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
That's his dad. They are performing for Hungary. They are 21st in the running order of 26. Let's hear it for the first time and then tell me what you think about it. It's called Running. Thank you. Well done. Fabulous fun. Really good fun. Thank you so much, Andres.
Let's take a picture of dad and son together. I bet you've had lots of pictures with your dad, really, but I just like to be able to show everyone who we've been talking to.
Really nice of you to come. Yeah, you must be so busy. The rehearsal went really well, didn't it? No glitches. No. We can't even speak now. We don't even seem to be able to look. Hello. Does it not have a flash, your little girl?
No, I'll take a few. I'll take a few.
Thanks so much, Andres.